I know a lot of people are upset about Freddie Freeman leaving the Atlanta Braves, and they should be. He was a big piece of the Braves puzzle from 2011 through 2021. Through some good teams early on in his career, then through a rebuild in the middle part of the decade, and then as the Braves got better and went on to win a World Series last season. It's tough to lose someone like that, but I think the Braves have done a great job in replacing him, and we'll get to Matt-Olson in a moment. First, about Freddie Freeman. The Braves and Freddie Freeman talked about a contract extension for about a year. At first, Freddie Freeman wanted Paul Goldschmidt-type money. Now, he is the St. Louis Cardinals first baseman, who, after being acquired from the Arizona Diamondbacks, wanted a contract extension. He got 5 years and $130 million. That's $26 million per year. First, the Braves said no, and then they said yes. But then Freddie Freeman and his agent came back and said, well, now we want a 6th year. And that's when the Braves balked. And unfortunately, the Braves never got off that 6th year and evidently never did Freddie. Now, if you go back and look at history, both for the Atlanta Braves and for Major League Baseball, it's hard to find too many star players who have remained with one team for their entire career. It just doesn't happen that much. Think of all the Braves star players. Hank Aaron got traded to the Brewers after he broke Babe Ruth's home run record in 1974. Phil Niekro got released by the Braves in 1983, went on to pitch for the Yankees, Indians, and Blue Jays before coming back to Atlanta for one more game in 1987. Then you look at some of the other star players of the Braves, the 3 Hall of Fame pitchers. Tom Glavine left to go to the Mets. Greg Maddux went back to the Cubs. John Smoltz went to the Red Sox and then the Cardinals. So it's very tough to find players who stay their entire career. For the Braves, it's really one, and that's Chipper Jones. That's who Freddie Freeman supposedly wanted to be like. Chipper made sacrifices throughout his career where he could have made more money with other teams, but instead he stayed with the Braves because that's what he wanted to do. And yes, he had to make financial sacrifices. He actually restructured his contract one year to give the Braves $9 million back so they could be more competitive in a certain season back in 2005. How many players do that? Well, Freddie Freeman wanted to be an Atlanta Brave for life, or that's what he said. The Braves said they wanted him to be a Brave for life. That's what they said. But it requires compromise. I think the Braves went above and beyond to offer more than that 5/130 and got to around 5/140, which would have been $28 million a year. I think the Braves did their part, and I think, unfortunately, the agent for Freddie Freeman did not do him very good service. So now the Braves had to move on. They had to pivot. Instead of waiting for Freddie to make a decision, Alex Anthopoulos made the decision. The Braves GM traded on Monday for Matt-Olson of the Oakland A's, an all-star first baseman who is 28 years old, 4.5 years younger than Freddie Freeman, left-handed hitter, power hitter, 39 home runs last year, and a great player who happens to be from Atlanta. Yes, he's from Atlanta. He went to Parkview High School. So he's coming home, and the Braves gave him an 8-year contract extension. You may say, well, why didn't the Braves give Freddie Freeman the contract extension for 8 years? But again, Matt-Olson is 4.5 years younger than Freddie Freeman, and age matters in baseball. It really does. So the Braves continue to make trades and moves to improve their team. They are signing Colin McHugh to be in the bullpen. They're bringing back Eddie Rosario, and they may still be working on a deal for a starting pitcher. We'll have to see about that before the spring training games begin on Friday. Either way, this Braves roster is very, very good. Yes, it'll be different with Freddie Freeman gone, but Matt-Olson's acquisition proves that they once again will be a championship caliber baseball team.